What's going on, guys? This is kvegaskickz. I am back with another review for you. We're taking a look today at the kvegaskickz EYBL. Before we get into these shoes, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I just give you my opinion of the shoes that I review. Also, if you're new, go ahead, like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And then, guys, be sure, follow me on Instagram. It's JD Gatewood. I'll have it right there. Follow me there for even more detailed information. You can ask me questions, connect, and then also TikTok at kvegaskickz. Really appreciate it, guys. So let's dive right into these kvegaskickzes. So this is, one of the most sought after pairs of Kobe's. The EYBL did not release at retail, so very hard to get your hands on. This is a beautiful version of this shoe. I absolutely love it. I think it speaks for itself. Let's dive right into them, guys. So you got your kvegaskickz outsole completely blacked out. Looks really good. This solid rubber compound. These things are phenomenal for traction. When you have the semi-translucent up at the front, it does affect traction slightly. It's like almost unnoticeable unless you're really looking for it. But when you have the solid rubber, man, you have no issues at all, in my opinion. You do have the Shizuku logo with the real carbon fiber. That looks great. No problems there, guys. That Cushlon midsole is in kind of like a matted out finish with the speckles all over it. Looks really good. Of course, you got your Nike Zoom back here, your indentations, the braille, and then the phenomenon up at your toe box. That looks really good. Going around to your medial side, looks great. This pair is very clean from glue residue, and this would be pretty noticeable with the darker colors, especially like going from your outsole to the midsole and then the midsole to the upper. Those extra white lines like a sloppy glue job would be pretty noticeable, and this pair, as you can see, is pretty clean from that. Very impressed with that. Now, as far as the fit and comfort of the shoe, these fit me true to size. These are men's size 13. I've always felt like the kvegaskickz was a pretty comfortably snug one-to-one fit. Not a lot of extra room. I don't like going up because they do this mesh upper, the micro mesh does kind of break in, so I don't ever really feel the need to go up. But if you're a wide footer, you might want to go up half a size, but other than that, I'd stick to your true size. As far as cushion, you do get that oversized Zoom Turbo unit up here in the forefoot. No zoom in the heel, just this Cushlon for your cushioning. Very comfortable. They are stiff out of the box, in my opinion. Take very little break-in time, and then they feel phenomenal. That's the way I put it. Like a little stiff out of the box, but then, man, you can really feel that Zoom Turbo unit start to break in. A lot of responsiveness. Yeah, really good. So that's the fit and comfort. Upper of the shoe, you can see you've got that kind of heat map design on the micro mesh with the polyurethane scales that have almost a pearlescent. It's kind of hard to explain. It's almost a matted out pearlescent finish is the best way I can describe it. It's not like super glossy, but it's not completely matted either. You can kind of see that pearlescent there. You can see the fly wire, excuse me, I kind of lost my words there for a second. The fly wire, really good shape on the toe box. The mesh feels good. No problems with that. You do have this kind of space between your first lace loop and this little curve here, which is good. You do have that Nike Torch tongue system. And then speaking of the tongue, you do have the memory foam up here with that Shizuku logo glossed out, pressed into the tongue. Looks perfect, as does the shape of the tongue. You've got a very nice tight spiral, and that's just the shape of the tongue. That is not the laces or anything doing that. That's just how they got the shape of the tongue. Perfect. You have this kind of charcoal gray on the ankle, the sock liner, very nicely padded, and then you can see the correct mold to your foot insole. I did remove the insole from the shoe, so we'll take a look at that here in a moment. Your swoosh does have that overspray effect. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's not like a super crisp line here on the swoosh. You can kind of see it's almost quote unquote sloppy, and that's how it should be. It should have what they call the overspray. You have this nubuck here on the heel, kind of like a synthetic nubuck. Very soft, feels good. The heel counter, firm but not too firm, not too rigid. And in the back of the shoe, look at that shape. That is really nice all the way around, not just the heel counter, but the shape here and this little padding right here at your Achilles. That looks great. You can see the EYBL looks great as well. And then, of course, the medial side, you got that swoosh again with that overspray effect. One thing I didn't point out over here, I think the scale lining on this pair looks great. On this colorway, it's a little bit harder to notice because the scale lining doesn't stick out like maybe a pair of like the Grinches, but it's still, regardless, it is a good height on that. Same thing on the medial side. Let's take a look at the left shoe, see how it stacks up. Looks very clean as well. See how we line up from the rear with each other. And I mean, that is, yeah, that is spot on. They nailed that pretty well. Give you another shot of that EYBL logo. Looks great. Medial side of this one. Again, this pair is really, really clean, guys, of that glue residue. And we all know there's been, you know, some sole separation issues with Kobe's, specifically the 6. I think we see it more often in the 6 because most, you know, more people play in the 6. It's one of the most popular shoes, but it has definitely been an issue. And so anytime you get a clean looking glue job like this, yeah, I like to see that. Get another shot of that Shizuku logo on the tongue. Again, you got this nice memory foam. Everything feels phenomenal on this pair. Let me get this light on here. Well, there we go. Get it on and keep it on. And we'll take a look at the Strobel. So, of course, nothing in the heel. And then you can probably see the outline up there in the forefoot of that top-loaded Zoom Turbo unit. Okay, I don't know how good of a shot we'll be able to get of the size tag, but we're going to try. Men's size 13. Very clean stitching inside around the Strobel, no issues there. Inside, you just have your regular, you know, white tissue paper. Nothing, you know, I'll show it to you, but there's just nothing out of the ordinary. And then you do have the correct mold to your foot insole. Again, they feel great out of the box. They are a little stiff, but then they do start to break in, and then yeah, they feel phenomenal. Great basketball shoe. The Kobe 6, it'd be a toss-up, man, between the Kobe 6 and the Kobe 5, which are my favorite. It'd be really hard. I love the Kobe 5. I think the Kobe 6 looks really draw me to it a little bit more than the 5, but man, they're both phenomenal. But anyway, let's set these over to the side and take a look at our packaging. You get the OG Protro box, which is correct. The black lid with the gloss signature, gloss logo, branding on the bottom. And then around here is your box label, guys. Kobe 6 Protro EYBL, black lavender mist, men's 13. Again, they do fit true to size. Inside, just have your regular tissue paper. Nothing else inside the box. Box looks great, very good condition. And the shoes, again, speak for themselves. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, no complaints at all on this pair from me. So anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review of this Kobe 6 EYBL. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments, and then be sure, guys, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and be on the lookout. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.